Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl again, Zion. It's good to be back as always. You guys, today I'm just here to talk about you guys must have heard the story already of Sylvester. What's that last name of this young lad that was killed in school in Nigeria because he refused to join an occult group. Sylvester Oromoni was murdered or was killed, beaten to death by fellow students. I'm sure most of you already know the story. If you don't know the story, this story covers it's about a young boy. He's 11 years old that's in school, in a boarding school in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. Some other boys that are in the cult had approached him to join their cult, and this young boy refused. So they beat the boy they really beat him so bad, gave him something to drink, whatever that thing is, we don't know up to now. Gave him something to drink. Apparently that thing that they gave him to drink was not water. It was something that's detrimental to the body. They gave him to drink, which he drank, and they beat him up and they told him he must not say of this to anybody. And then they warned all the other students that were inside the dormitory that witnessed it that if they make mention of this, they were going to be killed. Sylvester was 11 years old. In just a few days, he would have been turning 12 years old before he was killed. My heart is really heavy, my heart bleeds. If you're a mother, think about if Sylvester was your child. I mean, you take your child to school, and the school is not cheap, according to what Sylvester's father said. It's not a cheap school. The father said, from watching the interview that he did, he made mention of the fact that the school is a good school academically, but administratively they failed. They've really failed. Because look at what has happened to this young boy. If things were in order in school, if things were the way they were supposed to be administratively, I don't think this boy would have lost his life. So this boy was beaten. When they came into the dormitory, they started flogging him with a belt. He was lying on his bed. They were flogging him with a belt, and then he fell on the floor. When he fell on the floor, they started, kicking him, stepping on him, mashing him as if it was a stampede. They broke his bones. They beat him blue black. They really beat this boy so mercilessly. And then what happened? The school later on, I'm just trying to give a summary of the story. The school later on, not even the school, the nurse called the parents and told them that the child was sick and that they should come and take the child home. Now, according to what I'm reading from online, the parents reside in Warri, and this child is going to school in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria, right? So when they asked, when the school called for the parents to come and take the boy home because he was sick, the closest family member that was in Lagos, they sent him there to go get him. They went and got him and came and stayed with him in the house instead of taking that boy to the hospital. Especially given the pain in which the boy was. He was crying of pain, serious pain. I'm not trying to lay any kind of blame here on the parents that they didn't take the child to the hospital. But if you go to school, they call you from school, come and take your child is not feeling well, your child is sick. You take that child, the first thing you should do, take the child to the hospital. I believe that if they had taken that child to the hospital, maybe Sylvester would have been alive today. Maybe Sylvester's life would have been saved. Things would not have turned the way they ended up being. I feel so bad that this boy is not here today. He lost his life just because some thugs, they asked him to join them in their cult and he refused. And then they beat him. They beat him to the point where the boy got so sick and lost his life. This is the time where, again, Nigerians, Africa needs to stand up for these schools that take in our children, and they don't have any kind of administrative order or discipline. And children are being, number one, molested, being beaten, being maltreated, and then some ended up losing their lives. You guys, who remembers the Don Davis story? I covered it here on my channel. I made a video about the Don Davis story on my channel here. I'm going to put a link to that story. The story of Don Davis, it's similar to Sylvester's story, to this story that just happened right now. It is very similar. The difference is that Sylvester lost his life, while Don Davis is alive today to tell the story. And Don Davis' mother, when this thing happened to Don Davis, I'm going to show you guys a picture of Don Davis when the mother dropped him in school versus when the mother was called to come and get his son, that his son was sick. It's a picture of two different people. Like Don Davis, when he was dropped off in school, you see a big, chubby, healthy, bulky boy. And then months later, they come to pick up this boy from school. He has macheted. He's as thin and pale, like excuse me, guys. This story, I only pray that, Sylvester's family, they find justice. I only pray that they find justice. Now, this is what I want to say. The reason why I'm making this video, you guys, to the parents that have children in dormitory schools, and even if you don't have children in dormitory schools, listen, you guys, always have conversation with your children. Always pay attention to your children. Always look at your children, because if you see your child start behaving abnormally, if you see your child start to behave in a way that is suspicious, sit them down. Have a conversation with them. Talk with them. Find out where there's been that shift that they began to behave the way they're behaving. The same goes to girls that are molested, girls that are raped in school. You know why they shut up? They don't talk? Because of threats like this. Sylvester was threatened that if he says anything, they're going to kill him. Which, I mean, he's not here anymore. He's gone. He's not here no more. He's gone. They threaten him. That's how when girls are violated in school, they keep quiet, because it's like a stigma, and they are warned that if they tell anybody, this and this or such and such is going to happen to them. So when they come out, they don't say anything. They don't talk. They live with that stigma for the rest of their lives, and it affects them negatively. It becomes a nightmare for them. The same thing with parents that violate their children, or people that live with people that violate women, girls. This is the same thing. Little Sylvester was beaten mercilessly, they say by a gang of 5 boys. He was able to mention 3 names. And all the father is asking is for justice to be served. Now, the rumor that I'm hearing, the rumor that I'm reading from the news or papers around on the internet, is that these boys are fleeing the country. I don't know how true that is. But I want to encourage the parents of this boy. Look back at the story of Don Davis and the mother. When the mother stood up for the son, to fight for the son, for justice, people called her all sorts of names. They went digging for her dirty lineage just to come and discredit her. But she stood firm. She fought hard. And today, Don Davis got justice. I want to encourage the parents of Sylvester. Put your feet down. Keep fighting until your boy gets justice. We know he's not here anymore. He's gone. May his soul rest in peace. But justice must be served. These thugs, these boys must be apprehended and they must face the court of law. I just read here on the internet that the school, which is called the Dowens College, has been shut down. Yes, they've been shut down. They are not in operation anymore as we speak. Because this is a hideous crime. It's a hideous crime, you guys. The father talked about the school being a very good school, to the point where he has even educated some of his children there. And that's why he sent his son there. And the school is expensive. The man lamented and even said he paid a lot of money for the death of his son, basically. Paid all that money in school, in that kind of a school, for your son to be deleted in this manner. You guys, this story, we must learn from this. These schools that they tend to have very good reputation outside, but inside, administratively, they have failed so bad. Do your proper investigation. I said this on the Don Davis story. Do your proper investigation. Where you want to send your child to school, do your proper investigation, you guys. Do your proper investigation about that school, the administration, the staff, the students that are there, the senior students. How are things done? You know, because for a parent to lose a child like this, in this manner, is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. One fine young boy like this. You guys, I'm so heartbroken, and I'm just going to come to the end of this story. My heart really bleeds. And my condolences to the family. My condolences to the family. The dad was saying that the wife had to take medication. They had to give her medication for her to be able to get some sleep. She couldn't even sleep because of the death of her son. Well, you guys, as always, drop your comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this story. I hope that we all are going to learn the Don Davis story. If we did not learn, this is another one again, an opportunity for us to learn and you know, just learn some things. Just try to see what we can do to correct this kind of problem. Try to see how we can avoid, you know, avoid this kind of thing from happening in the future. And I pray this kind of thing does not happen again in the future. Because no parent should be in a situation where they bury their child. Children should be burying parents and not the other way around. Not the other way around. You guys, thank you guys for watching. And as always, like I said, drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to come to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. But until then, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, take care of yourselves and each other. Merry Christmas, guys.